Welcome to our latest video. We're excited to have you here. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of high-end audio step-up transformers, bringing you all the insights, tips, and information you need. Whether you're a long-time subscriber or new to our channel, we hope you find this content valuable and engaging. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy what you see, and subscribe for more great content. Let's get started. Herein are called step-up transformers by the acronym SUTs. In the realm of high-end audio, where enthusiasts and audiophiles seek the utmost fidelity and purity of sound, every component of the audio chain plays a critical role. Among these components, SUTs hold a special place, particularly in systems that involve low-output moving coil cartridges. While step-up transformers are widely recognized for their role in power transmission, their application in high-end audio is a specialized niche that significantly enhances the listening experience by optimizing a signal chain between phono cartridge and a preamplifier. In high-end audio systems, especially those centered around vinyl playback, the signal produced by a moving coil phono cartridge is often extremely low. My journey to SUTs came at the hand of my friend John Stratton of Pure Fidelity Turntables. He was auditioning a few and was thrilled with the upgrade in sound from his already fine phono stage. He kindly sent me the SUT under audition, the EAR MC4 step-up transformer, which is $2,500 US. This was followed by the more expensive IKEDA IST 201 step-up transformer, $5,400 US. As things are better in threes, I asked Don Corby of Corby's Audio, he's the Canadian distributor for Allnic Audio, if he would mind sending along the Allnic AUT-8000 MC step-up transformer, about $4,800 US. So for quite some time, I had 3 stellar units in for review. The idea was to publish full reviews for all 3 in Audiophilia and select my new reference. By the time I had spent a few weeks with the EAR unit, I knew one of these would not be leaving my system if they all captured the same magic dust as I was hearing on the ear. I've used that term magic dust in every review. That's what you're going to get with a really quality SUT. As such, in very short order, I was completely sold on the importance of a quality step-up transformer. Even though the EAR unit was $2,500, a veritable bargain compared to the IKEDA and Allnic units, quality SUTs are very expensive. Lots of research time, expertise needed in transformer winding, and materials for quality shielding. The EAR was wound by the late, great Brit, Tim Paravicini. But from all research, Japanese transformer makers are very consistent. This quality produced after many years of work or apprenticeship. As such, transformers from Japanese manufacturers such as Phasemation and Airtight produce the same quality transformers as those at IKEDA. As for Korea, I would not put any high-end audio challenge before Allnic's Kangsu Park that could not be realized with a superior product. In general, each of the 3 step-ups elevated the moving coil performance of my Phasemation EA350. We know the reasons why: lower noise floor from the transformer units and the transformer's superior windings. The MC4 was up first. As noted on the thick chrome front plate, the MC4 was designed by Tim Paravicini. Tim died in 2020 from cancer. I had the pleasure of conversing with him on Facebook before he died. Tubes and remastering vinyl records, 2 of his favorite subjects. Tim was a passionate idealist, a brilliant engineer who, through his company EAR Yoshino, founded in 1977, designed and manufactured many fine tube-based products. Tim was an alchemist with transformers too, and with SUTs, the magic comes from how the transformers are wound, the recipe, if you will, and no one was better at building and winding transformers than Paravicini. As for the MC4, a cracker of an audition record. Because I'd been told of the subtle but important changes that outstanding SUTs made to one system, I began with the most delicate and challenging record I knew, the wonderful 1961 RCA Soria double LP of Berlioz's Love Symphony, Romeo and Juliet, played by the Great Boston Symphony and conducted by Charles Munch. For Berlioz, the gold standard. Audiophilia's Charles Brown had convinced me of the work as a great masterpiece. It was hitherto unknown to me, shameful really. In any case, the masterpiece sounded every inch of one on this magnificent LP. My vinyl, clean as a whistle, sounds as fresh as the day it was pressed in 1961. Specifically, I wanted to hear the Queen Mab Scherzo, a remarkable feat of orchestration, so fleet and delicate that only the very best in analog may apply if you want the full effect. Reverting to the naked Phasemation, the sound of the RCA LP was wonderful, but this SUT was adding some magic of its own and right out of the box. The EAR's initial performance had me grinning. What a lovely surprise. It's tough to surprise this audiophile after countless reviews and 30 years in the business. And we know for serious audiophiles, even worse vinophiles, we'll walk a mile for a 1% increment in effectuation. But the EAR was adding more than that. Better soundstage, faster response, but most of all, timbral beauty. The damn thing sprinkles fairy dust over the performance stage. My God, the Boston Symphony muted violin sounded so sweet via the MC4, no matter the tempo. And the beauty of their centered tone was absolutely magical. The performance of this masterpiece under the Phasemation moving coil was very beautiful, but the MC4 took it to the almost divine. Is that 1%? I don't know, but at first blush, the SUT experiment would now be difficult to remove. Once heard, difficult to unhear. This magical performance continued on both the $4,800 Allnic Audio AUT-8000 MC step-up transformer and the $5,400 IKEDA IST 201. I used the same record for all three reviews. The symphony has very loud orchestral sections, vocal soloists, and choirs to aid in the evaluation. I think Berlioz was trying to impress Shakespearean actress Harriet Smithson. He finally married her. But it was the symphony's very demanding scherzo that was my obsession for a couple of months. The Alnic was the best in macrodynamics, really tremendous performance. It was also very functional regarding cartridge choice, etc. But the look was the most industrial, much larger than both the EAR and IKEDA. But if that's your bag, the Allnic is a good choice with much of the delicacy you're listening for and all those great macrodynamics. But the winner of my shootout was the stunning-looking IKEDA IST 201. It took some time for the subtleties of the IKEDA to surpass both the EAR and the Allnic, and the EAR was no slouch in this regard, and for $2,500. The IKEDA's reproduction of that magic dust I bang on about was exceptional. The noise floor is dropped to almost nil, and this allows the most amazing and subtle detail to be heard. A few things would count against the IKEDA if it were not for its exceptional playback performance. First, at $5,400, it's well above the other two, and both the cheaper Allnic and much cheaper EAR can be used with a variety of cartridges. With the IKEDA, you're pretty much stuck with carts with a low impedance, between 1 and 6 ohms. My Phasemation PP2000 is 4 ohms. It works absolutely perfectly with the IKEDA. Both the other units can use a variety of cartridges with varying impedances. Also, the IKEDA can hum at times, a problem with step-up transformers. The IKEDA transformers are wound, I think, by Audio Note Japan, whose artisans know a thing about winding transformers. Just one of the reasons of the expense of these components. The other expense is quality shielding. Both the Allnic and EAR did not hum in any way. But the IKEDA hums rarely and only when touching the turntable cueing lever. It's over in a flash, but it is there, just an FYI. But even with a random, brief, very quiet hum, I would not give up the sound and performance that the 201 offers. So that's it. Vinyl playback's best kept secret and my new audiophile best friend. For the best, you're going to have to spend some money. Airtight and Phasemation also manufacture highly regarded, expensive transformers and others. If you hear them, let us know how you like them in the comments below. It's a bit of a sticking point for some. Why do I have to spend a lot of money to improve my already expensive phono stage? I think I've answered that. And transformers are so important that some high-end companies are adding them into the chassis of their top phono stages. Please let me know your SUT stories, especially if you have one not quite as expensive as those mentioned here, but still have that magic dust. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope everyone is well. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.